Hi, Martin from Octo Inkjet. Yeah, wrong branding today. But anyway, what we're going to show you in this video is how to refill these 378, 478 cartridges for the XP15000, XP8700, whatever. What you need in terms of kit is obviously your cartridges. These ones here have a refill hole here and a vent hole here. Now you may have ones which have tape at this end and a little channel for the vent. So what we're going to do with these ones, because they're not tape type, we've got plugs. So we've got these clear plugs like this here. And we also have our coloured plugs, which are going to go in the fill holes. So clear plug is going to go in the vent hole while we're filling, and this is going to be for closing the fill hole when we've done putting the ink in. So initially we leave our vent open like this. What we're going to do is we're going to part fill, making sure that we have the correct ink. So this is the magenta on our magenta cartridge. This is our squeezy fill system, by the way. It's just a bottle with a needle on the top, which allows you to just basically fill your cartridges without having to worry about measuring everything out. So what we do is we stick it in the fill hole like that and start filling up like so. As you can see, that ink is starting to migrate across into the sponge. I'm going to get it close to the edge and then just hold there. Got a bit of kitchen towel just nearby in case we should need it. As you can see, as the ink is being absorbed into the sponge, this area here is going down. Once it gets to a certain point, it'll stop pulling in. So what we want to do is we're going to top up a bit further. Now that I've done that, I want to have my clear plug, this one here, ready to go, so that when this gets to about 3 or 4 mil from the top, I actually want to plug this hole here. What you want to do is leave your sponge so that you have a little bit at the top here that isn't saturated. That helps avoid the cartridge becoming oversaturated or top heavy, so that it pushes ink through into the printer unnecessarily. Having that little bit of extra at the top there just keeps things nice and balanced and avoids you wasting a load of ink. We're approaching that point now, so yeah, I'm going to plug that now. That will now stop any additional ink being absorbed into the sponge past that point. So I'll just give this a quick wipe and then just gently top this up to the top. And that will do there. Once that's done, just use a bit of kitchen towel, wipe the top there, and then plug the hole there. So that is one of the cartridges filled like these other ones here. Just a quick note, if you're doing this and your cartridge has tape across here, when you start you'll actually need to remove that tape. Okay, so you'll need to take the tape off, and then you need something like this vinyl label here, a bit of sellotape, something similar. So what you would normally do is have this or bit of tape or whatever standing by, waiting to be used, and then when you needed to close that up, you'd put the tape over the top, and it will then allow you to top that bit up and plug that before removing. Right, now we're almost at the point where we need to plug the vent, so just going to let that come up. Now this time I'm going to show you with a bit of tape. I'm just going to put the tape over the top there just to seal that. We'll do that, top it off in the spongeless section. There goes that thing again. There we go. Cover up. Put our plug in like so, and then we can actually remove that tape like that. But that's that one done. Wipe the needle, put the scabbard on, keep it to one side. Right, just going to do these other ones. Not going to bother talking through these. Just get them sorted. that's it. That's all 6 cartridges now sorted out. Now, as you saw there, I actually did 2 alternating between just for speed. As you get more confident or cocky, you'll probably find yourself doing more or less the same. Now, when it comes to filling these, the way I've done it is to prime them, because it's the first time they've ever been used. I'm refilling them so that they're primed up and ready to go. When you come to top them up, it's exactly the same process. Now, if you're using these with a chip resetter, I'd strongly recommend that you actually do the resetting before you start filling. That way, if you squeeze them and force any ink out or pop a plug or anything, there's less mess. So when it comes to actually installing these, first thing you need to remember is to take your vent plug or tape off the cartridge so that the cartridge can breathe and air can replace ink as it's used up. Okay, so that'll be the first thing that you take off, is that, and then you take off this and install. If you're at all unsure whether you've over pressured these, so basically if the ink has filled all the way to the top here and is getting a little bit sort of overfull, get a bit of kitchen towel, something like this, and then just take the orange clip off and then just hold the cartridge above and maybe just dip it a little bit onto the paper just to see if any excess can be absorbed, and then you're ready to install. So there you go. That's a full set of 378 and 478 cartridges ready for an XP15000. Hope that's been useful. As ever, likes, subscriptions are always appreciated. And if you've got any questions, please use the comments below and we'll answer you as soon as we can. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.